The quality of new BTO flats has not been compromised despite the ramp-up in construction over the last 4 years. The Ministry of State for National Development gave this assurance in Parliament today.
But Mr. Desmond Lee said that some residents had reported defects to HDB. In recent months, there were reports of homeowners being unhappy about defects in newly completed DBSS projects. This report by Eileen Poe.
Owners with defects in their DBSS units can report them to the developer during the defects liability period. And if the developer fails to address them, owners have the option of legal recourse against the developer, provided for under the sale and purchase agreement. Minister of State for National Development Desmond Lee said this in Parliament today. But members of the House wanted clarification on HDB's role in these projects, with as many as 5 MPs, including opposition leader Lau Tia Kiang, rising to speak. In response, Mr. Lee said the HDB sets the broad parameters within which the private developers have the flexibility to build and sell DBSS projects.
And because of that, it takes responsibility for its private development work as a DBSS project. The sale and purchase agreement is black and white. It is with the residents and the developer. But having said that, that is not to say that HDB entirely takes no responsibility whatsoever, does not do anything at all. That is clearly not the experience.
Mr. Lee cited the example of how HDB had acted on concerns from residents of the Trevellus project, working with the developer to help reach a resolution. This despite the HDB not being a party to the sales agreement. Mr. Lee said HDB had also met DBSS developers during the design stage to share its experiences from previous DBSS projects and to provide feedback in areas such as safety, security and structural design considerations. Mr. Lee noted that while the HDB takes quality of flats seriously, people's expectations are also rising.
HDB has a system of checks in place to ensure that its flats are free of major defect. However, due to the high dependency on workmanship of individual workers, we can expect that there will be some defects. Sometimes this could be due to differences in the understanding of what constitutes a defect.
As for BTO projects, Mr. Lee said their quality has improved, even as the government ramps up supply in the past few years. According to the Construction Quality Assessment System score, an indicator by the Building and Construction Authority, which measures the quality of buildings, Mr. Lee said that BTO flats scored 89 last year, up from 79 in 2003.